Right, let's move now to the Free State, and the search for missing people continues in Jagersfontein following that tailings dam collapse on Sunday. Many houses were just washed away in the toxic sludge when the dam wall burst. And we know that 3 people at least are still missing. 1 person has been confirmed dead. Government, of course, now has launched a formal inquiry. The mining company, the owners, Jagersfontein Developments, say they will take responsibility if they're found to have been negligent. Meanwhile, clean-up and rebuilding processes have begun. Manqoba Mchunu joins us now from Jagersfontein. Manqoba, thank you so much for joining us. So 1 person has been confirmed dead. We've heard 3 people are missing. What can you tell us about the human toll?
Well, so I can certainly tell you that it has been a hive of activity. We did see search and rescue teams here on the ground trying their level best to try and find those people that are still unaccounted for. Of course, there are still 3 people that we understand are still unaccounted for, and 1 of them that has been confirmed dead at this stage. Earlier on, we did hear reports that the search and rescue team had recovered a body, but of course that has not been confirmed at this particular point. But I can tell you, Sally, that there is quite a lot of agony among people here who are now, facing the reality that their livelihoods have been destroyed. We saw quite a number of people earlier on coming to their homes for the first time to see just how impacted they've been by this flood. And I can tell you, Sally, that a lot of houses have been destroyed here. In fact, there's 1 house here where only a toilet is remaining. And one of the occupants of that particular household had come here. She couldn't hold back her tears when she saw just the devastation that had occurred at her homestead. But I've got the mayor here just to get an update as far as, search and rescue is concerned, as far as the intervention is concerned. Mayor Xolani Tseletsele from Kopanong local municipality. Thank you for your time, Mayor. Let's start here. Just tell us how many houses have been destroyed. What do you know so far about the amount of devastation here?
No, thank you very much. Let me first greet the viewers and also give an update as to what has been transpiring since yesterday. The update that one can give is that the numbers that are confirmed with me of the missing people, it's 4. And the searching still continues for the 4. But our only worry is that the mud is starting to get dry now. So there will be a challenge that once it is dry, the searching technique or the searching strategy might change as to how our people are going to be searched, and it might lead to big machinery being utilized. And the other update that we have is that in Bloemfontein, our people are still housed in Bloemfontein. Yesterday night I was with them. We had a conversation with them trying to give feedback on the commitments that are made by the private capital in ensuring that their livelihood will be sustained. One of the commitments that they have made is that they will work with an established committee of affected families in trying to address the issues that they are facing and their challenges. They've also availed a funding which amounts to 20 million, but which is exclusive of the infrastructure needs of our people. That 20 million will be utilized for services and needs for our affected individuals.
But isn't 20 billion a little compared to what we're seeing here, the destruction that we're seeing here?
The 20 million is not in relation to the infrastructure itself, but it's a 20 million that we have made an undertaking and understanding that these 20 million must only be utilized for immediate needs like your clothing and all of these other things which must sustain them for now. And then immediately when there's a responsibility of us to ensure that we start with infrastructure, then there must be an assessment report which guides them on the investment that they should make in building houses, in building proper roads, in ensuring that the streets are clean, the area is clean, and so on. What we have also picked up this morning is that our entire sewerage system has collapsed completely on the basis that the area where we are now, it is called Skoti, which means that the entire township, from the top there, from Jagersfontein town downwards, the pipelines that are moving towards are passing at the streets where we are. So once this particular street is affected and it can't continue or sustain the sewerages and the things that needs to pass downwards to the main hole where they are supposed to be taken to a treatment plant and then redirected again to the mine or to the community.
Just to confirm, Mayor, it's one person that has died, confirmed, and 4 people that are still missing.
Yes, it's one person that is confirmed dead, and it's 4 that are still missing.
In terms of the destruction, I understand that over 50 houses have been destroyed. Tell us more about that.
The houses are destroyed as the buildings, but more than 100 people's lives are destroyed through this, on the basis that the destruction of the houses also denies many families access to health, the manner in which they have been doing ordinarily. We have made interventions with the Department of Health to take medication to where we have housed our people, but we have also made an intervention to ensure those who are eligible to go to school are back into the hostels that are being controlled by the Department of Education. What that means then is that the destruction is beyond houses. The destruction is also within the family household itself. A child that used to sleep with a mom or dad or family in a house can't no more. That particular child needs to be separated from the parents to the hostels. The parents can't see their children again on a daily basis, on the basis of this particular disaster. So those are the issues that we are dealing with.
You had said that you want to see those responsible being held accountable. What are you hearing as so far as their commitment, to taking accountability and responsibility for this? And what is it that you want as, the local municipality to see when it comes to people being held accountable?
One of the key issues that we need to address and sustain it forever is that we want to unapologetically state that the mining bosses or the private capital must utilize their surplus value or profit that they've been keeping for themselves to ensure that they take full accountability on ensuring that our people's lives are brought back to normal. Key issues that we have been dealing with is that in the engagements that we have had with the mining bosses, we had no legal heads or legal gurus amongst us. But the committee today at the meeting with legal heads or a legal guru that we had a meeting with, I was part of the meeting. They have appointed a lawyer. I'm not sure of the details of the lawyer, but as time goes on, we'll be able to know who is the lawyer responsible to represent the affected families. And one of the principles that they've established is that the continuous engagement between the affected residents and the mining bosses is that there must be an involvement of a lawyer. There must be formal communication between the lawyer and the mining bosses.
But many people have spoken to saying that they want to be compensated, they want their houses to be rebuilt. What are you saying?
I completely agree with them that their houses must be rebuilt, their lives must be restored back, and I want to categorically state that the mine must take responsibility in leading the restoration of our people's lives.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. That was Mayor Xolani Tseletsele just giving us an update as far as the situation on the ground is concerned. Of course, confirming, Sally, that it is one person so far that has been confirmed to have died, and 4 people that are still missing in this community. Of course, there are many families that are still looking for loved ones. They are still baffled. They are still, trying to find answers as to how exactly did we get here. But investigations, are continuing at this stage, and search and rescue are also continuing to try and find those that are still missing. But as the mayor has just, said, Sally, what is making things more difficult now is the fact that this sludge is now drying up, and this will pose a big threat and a big challenge perhaps to those, search and rescue teams that are still working tirelessly here on the ground to try and find those that are still missing.
Yeah, thank you so much for that update from Jagersfontein and surrounding areas. That is eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu there, just updating that they are in fact searching for 4 missing people.